Hello, this is Beak here with Metal Gear Rising with Vengeance. The game has finally been released, and this is one of the boss fights that you get to play early on in the game. So this is Mistral. She has many arms, and my objective is to chop her into lots of tiny little pieces, and I do a pretty good job of it too, and you'll see that soon. So you start off on this top platform, and you've got all these little robots that you got to get rid of first, so they're a bit of a pain. But once I get them out of the way, I get into Mistral and I start chopping her into pieces. Once I hit her enough, it comes into blade mode, which it just has now, and I can take her arms off, and then she like disappears and you know, initiates some kind of next part of the battle basically. So you've got my health in the top left corner, and you've got her health in the bottom right corner. And obviously, being a hack and slash game, it's got combos, it's got how many parts you've cut them into, and how many kills you've got as well. And the game runs really well, it plays really well. The combo attacks, you know, you have to unlock a little bit first for you to, you know, have a bit more excitement in the game. And I do that just after this boss fight. I've got so many points. My points are just shown under my health and electrolyte bar, just at the top corner. And I've got plenty of points that I get to spend on special moves, customization, new weapons, new body armor, and that's a bonus that I got with the game as well. I got to get the Grey Fox suit. Everyone knows Grey Fox from Metal Gear Solid 1. So that was fantastic, and it looks amazing. You still have to buy the thing when you get into the game, which is kind of weird, but it doesn't cost a lot of points. So this is the second part of the boss battle. She's only down to like 70% of her health, but my objective is to try and take her out on this pipe. And you notice how it's a bit busy with these robots on the pipe as well, and with them in front of me I can't physically get to her to hit her, so it's quite difficult. You'll notice with blade mode as well, if I get to the very top of my electrolyte bar at the top corner, when it flashes blue with lightning, and you go into blade mode, you can start slashing them up. And then you can take away their, basically pull out their spine and crush it and stuff. That's quite cool. So when you do that, it replenishes your health and it replenishes your electrolyte bar, which is really good. It is quite difficult to do that sometimes though, because you have to get a few combos first just to get that bar full. I can't really use that in the boss fight because, you know, it's a boss and I can't just kill the boss straight away. That would be ridiculous. But bringing it down to about 50% health now, and it is quite busy. So you'll notice I'm trying to get as many combos on there as possible. And what I like to do is use the ninja run to chase her first, and then slide into her with a sword. And I feel as though that gives me the first hit, and it gives me the advantage to try and hit her a few more times. So she's down to 50% health now, and you know the game's looking pretty good. You know, you're fighting the boss on a pipe, and around you is this huge factory, and you know it looks great. It looks great to play, and it really is. It still feels like a Metal Gear Solid game as well, which is actually the best bit, and that makes it really exciting. So we're going into the third area, and Raiden, being a samurai ninja, dives down there. And this is the third area and the final area of the boss battle. Now the good bit about this part of the battle is that she gets like this whip out, and she starts using that, and she has some weird combo attacks as well. If you haven't noticed me dodging yet, it's because dodging is quite difficult. You have to aim in the direction that you're being attacked from, and then it basically blocks the attack, and sometimes it can be quite difficult, especially if the camera isn't at the right angle, because then you don't know where exactly the attack is coming from. So you'll notice that I'm trying to pick up these objects on the floor as well. Those objects basically, they replenish my health and my electrolytes, So that's what I really need. And got myself a little trophy there as well, which is always a bonus. There's loads of trophies on this game as well. I think there's like, say, 7, 8 chapters, and there's a trophy for each chapter when you complete them, but there's so much more that you need to do on top of it to get a platinum trophy on this game. I am playing on the PS3, by the way, I always forget to say that. But you'll notice I'm doing this ninja run quite a lot. The ninja run, basically, you run really fast. If someone's shooting at you with bullets, you can block the bullets, basically, which is really good. And those robots were actually a huge pain in the ass because they were always in the way. So she's down to 30% health. Trying so hard to take her out, and in a minute she starts using that whip and does this really crazy rolling attack, which is really weird. So I'm really trying to take her out. You'll notice just below the points that I have, at the very bottom of the top left, is my health. Basically, like, it's basically a ration. Basically, if you've played Metal Gear before, it's basically like a ration. So when your health gets depleted, it will replenish your health automatically. And if you don't turn that on, you're more than likely going to die quite a lot. Like I found out earlier on in the game. There's that rolling attack that I was on about. And she's down to 10% health now. I'm really trying to take her out. And it's beginning to be quite tough. And she's got this stick and she's trying to block it. She says it's pointless, but it's really not. Try and get all these little robots out of the way first, to get them out of the way, picking up these objects on the way. The bit about this is if I died, I'd probably have to restart the whole boss battle. So that's why I was really trying to pick up these objects on the floor to replenish my health and electrolytes. And I'm really getting close to defeating her. There we go, we're getting closer now, and there we go. These are the kind of bits that I liked as well. It gives you basically a cutscene, but then you actually get to control the cutscene in some way. So this bit was actually an awesome kill. The liquid nitrogen comes out, she gets frozen to the spot, and I get to use blade mode and chop her up. She absolutely got sliced. She's still alive in there somehow, because she comes on the codec afterwards and she starts talking on the codec, which makes no sense. But I managed to get myself an A rank, which was fantastic. It's really tough to get an S rank on a boss battle, because if you get hit once, you lose your S rank completely. It's crazy. But yeah, so that's the boss battle. You have a bit of a codec call at the end, and she's trying to call this guy. I think it was Dulcive that she was trying to call. And being part French, she starts talking in French, which is very strange. But yeah, that's the boss battle. That is Mistral. Probably one of the coolest boss battles that I've seen on Metal Gear so far. And probably one of the best boss fights that I've seen in a Metal Gear game so far as well. It's quite cool. But I'm expecting loads more to come. Expect more Metal Gear videos as well. I will be making more videos on that, including some of the VR missions. So thanks very much for watching. I am Beagry, and I will see you later.